Hey, what's up? My name is J.M. Chaley and welcome to my channel. This week we're going to talk about, well, I'm just going to come out and say it, your readers aren't stupid. So here are 4 tips to avoid treating your readers like idiots. I know I wanted to do 5, but I couldn't think of 5, so I thought of 4. It's better than nothing. So let's just get into it. The first tip is repetition. In other words, don't. I don't know, either the writer doesn't think that the reader is picking up what they're putting down, or the writer maybe doesn't have enough confidence that they're conveying their words good enough to get through to the reader's comprehension. I don't know. The end result is the same. The reader's going to get frustrated. They're going to say, shut up, move on. I get it. I know. You've said it 1,000 times. One book I read, there was the main character was confounded that she was having these feelings for this other character. And every single paragraph, every single chapter was, I can't believe it, I can't believe it, I can't believe, oh, how do I feel this way? I can't even, this is bananas, oh my God. Shoved down my throat constantly. I mean, there's a right way to do something like that. You have a romantic arc and the main character can't believe that she's starting to feel this way about another character. Great, no problem. There are certain story beats in which these feelings can be shown. You know, she goes on a date with him and she gets home and she's thinking, oh my God, that was wonderful. What am I thinking? How could I feel this way? Or she bumps into him in a grocery store. Oh my God, I shouldn't be thinking this way about this person. Do I really feel this way? You know, make them relevant, show it happening in a moment, but not just every narrative opportunity to just cram it down your throat. Another example was, I'm just going to come out and say, it was a Star Wars book. The problem with this particular book is that there were multiple POVs. Each character discovered this problem in the galaxy on their own, and the narrative talked about how they were dealing with it and discovering it and reacting to it. And you got led through the same information several times. And then by the time they went through all of that with each of the characters, then it went and they had to talk about it in the Senate, and then they had to talk about it amongst themselves. And it was just, I swear the book could have been cut in half. The better way to have done it is maybe open up with a couple of POVs where a couple of characters discover this problem, and then go just talk about it to the other characters. And you don't have to hit rewind and replay on every single character as they each do their discoveries one after another. It was painful. Number 2 would be over-describing something that you've already described. Now, this is something that does need a description, but you've already described it, and now you just won't shut up. I mean, the best advice I could give to this kind of scenario would be,
so me think, why waste time? Say lot word when few word do trick.
thanks, Kevin. Exactly. So you should just tighten it up. You've already said it. Trust yourself a little bit. Trust your readers. Think of these 2 examples. She flicked her wrist versus she flicked her wrist, bending her hand down and snapping it back up again. It was a dismissive gesture, and flicking her wrist would have been enough. Greg pumped his fist in the air. His team had won the winning touchdown. Versus Greg pumped his fist in the air. This was a gesture that lots of people used to celebrate a victory or good news. His balled up fist hung in the air. His team had won the winning touchdown. A touchdown is when one team... You know, this isn't necessarily hyperbole. Some authors really do this. They just go on and on about something that you just described, and your reader's like, shut up and move on with the story, please. Number 3 is another kind of shut up scenario, but it's describing something that doesn't need to be described. A car door, a window, a fork, something like that. I mean, unless there's something pertinent about these objects that pertain to the story, or there's some specific detail, a lot of authors will spend time describing the mundane. And you shouldn't. It's not something your readers are going to give a shit about. They're going to skim over, and if you spend too much time on it, they're just going to get frustrated and they're going to wonder where the story went. Number 4 is thinking your readers won't notice the things that you cleverly mentioned and then brought right back. Now, this is a good tactic sometimes. authors sometimes want to seed or foreshadow, give little clues, and then maybe the reader does forget, or maybe they don't. But that's okay, because sometimes the reader is right there with you going, oh, I know the answer, and then it comes and they're like, yes, I got it. What's frustrating is when the author thinks the reader forgot and continues to treat it as such without that payoff. I'll give some examples. You get to the climax, or at least the climax of this particular mystery or subplot, and now you're ready for the payoff. And your reader knows. Now, maybe you don't think your reader knows, maybe that's the problem. You get to that point and your main character is kind of scratching his head going, I just don't understand it. And your reader's like, it's true love. It's true love's kiss. Kiss her, you stupid idiot. And you can only get away with that for so long. If paragraph after paragraph goes by and your main character is still going, yeah, I just don't know, and this has been seeded all the way through, then either your reader is going to think your main character is an idiot, or they're going to think that you think they're an idiot. Neither of these are a good scenario to be in with your reader. Wrap this stuff up, give the payoff, let the reader have that kind of moment of like, yeah, I got it, I figured it out. Or maybe they didn't figure it out, but you still give the payoff. In one book I read, the protagonist was being tailed by 2 cars. Pulled over, got out of the car, and there was only one car coming at him. And he used his magic to defeat blow up the car. Me as the reader was thinking, there was just 2 cars. Where did the other car go? Now I don't know if the author meant for the reader to forget, or if he meant for his main character to be an idiot. But in this case, the main character is a detective. So I don't understand why he would forget that, if it just happened to him 2 minutes ago. He forgot about the second car, and sure enough, he gets whacked in the back and knocked out. So again, I'm thinking, does the author think I'm stupid? Or is the main character stupid? Either way, this is bad writing. Now, I'm not going to say what book this is from, but it rhymes with Fresden dials. So that about wraps it up. 4 tips, 4 examples. What not to do. Your readers aren't stupid. Have a little more confidence in yourself. Have a little bit more confidence in your readers. Describe stuff. Use beta readers. Ask them questions. Did this make sense to you? And if they're telling you, I was confused, I didn't see this coming, or maybe that's a good thing, or this was confusing, I didn't pick up on it, this didn't make sense to me, then you can add more detail. Less is more. You can add more later. It's okay. But don't let it go to print with a bunch of bullshit where you're just assuming that your reader's a moron. Alright. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and have a great day.